worried, you make them anxious. You have a person who you make anxious. I don't think they're a pussy, to say the least. I think this person just feels a lot when it comes to you, and they are very like, I don't know, if they play games, they're gonna lose. Player of games is a grime zone. It's not gonna work for them. They have to be, if this person wants to succeed with you, Gemini could be, they have to be transparent. If they want to play some kind of game where you're gonna chase them or cater to them, oh boy, no, it's not gonna work. I wish I could say this to them. I wish Crosswatcher would be watching. It's not gonna work because they are trying to assert their dominance, whatever, but it's only gonna lead them to heartbreak if they're gonna play games with you, because you're not gonna play any game. You are giving somebody a chance to express how they feel. It could be, it's a new person likely, but I feel like with the Sun to the Temperance, you are not wasting your time. Eight of Pentacles, they could write you a message expressing how, wow, Two of Cups to Death card, they've been into you, Scorpio, for a while. The Fool with the Page of Cups, you will receive a message. What is up, Scorpios? What's going on? And I'm not sure why is it so bright, but hopefully the visual is okay. But yes, Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another reading. We'll see if any specific time frame comes through. You know, it's our favorite time of the day. I have a minute to record. It looks like it is going to be tropical moisture. I don't know, hopefully not a storm where I am. And yeah, essentially I thought I was gonna go out this weekend. I was planning to, but I don't know. I start thinking that maybe I'm so antisocial INFP at this point that I sometimes, every time I want to go out, I manifest bad weather to not go out. Like, anyway, to not get into that. So it looks like I might be deep cleaning my apartment this exciting weekend. Due to weather conditions. It's finally happening. Anyway, let's go right into your reading. There's a bunch of readings already posted. There's different new type of video that I made too. There's a new moon. Make sure if you watching me right before the new moon of Leo, you watch the new moon of Leo that I posted video. There is a video, astrological advice for people in their 20s. I also posted. I was reflecting on my 20s recently. And 3 most important key moments, transits. What else? There's a Patreon that we just made where I'm going to be getting more active, probably actually this weekend, given we have the weather situation here. And yeah, essentially join me on Patreon. You can join for as low as $11 a month. There will be additional posts. And for those of you who want to donate to the channel, support channel further, again, it's month to month, so you don't have to, you know, subscribe for X amount of months. You can come in, come out whenever you want. For those who want to support the channel, donate to the channel more, I'm going to be making videos tailor-made for you. So ask a question, you know, obviously not a personal reading, but ask a question about an astrology concept, tarot concept, esoteric concept, maybe even, I mean, I'm not a teacher of Kabbalah, I'm a student of Kabbalah, but, you know, you can ask anything essentially. And I will be making posts for Patreons, you know, based on your questions, those who are in a tier of Astro Seekers and higher. You can go right in and you can check it out. There's also there's a bunch of things, essentially everything in the description box. I do have availability for personal readings as well. If anyone needs anything, you can book that in my Etsy shop. What else I want to say? Yeah, and, you know, I just right away want to give a full disclosure. I'm a different type of tarot. I don't even identify honestly as a tarot reader. It just happens to be that this channel, I do tarot reading. And if you haven't noticed, I don't even do tarot reading for other signs already. I don't know how many years. Only Scorpios, because we have a deep connection. Everything else, I do other things. So my channel is not like other channels. It never was, to be honest, like other channels. It never will be, and I don't want to be. There is nobody in the tarot space that I go to bed, close my eyes and dream to be like them. There's not even one person. There's a few I respect, very few, to be honest. I really love, I said this before, you know, Salbiadora. I really love, I respect him. You know, again, I don't watch his readings always, but I really respect him for a simple reason that he made tarot look less dodgy, less tacky. You know, he used to look very tacky because of the kind of people who were doing tarot online. And I will say what I want to say. There is a lot of opinions also on this channel. You know, it's my channel, so therefore, obviously, my opinions. Whose else opinions could we have here? You know, so and I highly respect him for that. There is a couple of girls also I like. One is the blonde girl. She sells crystals, I think, or something, and another is this. dark-haired girl, what's her name, Vanessa something. So, but I don't even watch their readings. I just kind of like at least how, how they represent the tarot community. Good business, good products, good branding. So anyway, other than that, I don't really even watch anybody. So again, you cry in the comments, how, oh my God, this is not a regular tarot reading. It is what it is. We have to deal with what we have. I don't have my coffee, but I've been very much, I know this has sugar and stuff, but I really like San Pellegrino. Their drinks, on hot days like this, they get me going. Anything Italian, please. I actually was thinking, I was envisioning recently my ideal mother-in-law. And I was thinking my ideal mother-in-law would be Italian. I would like to give a beautiful Italian mother-in-law, beautiful Italian grandchildren. Like, I really think I would get along with Italian woman. Like, honestly, I really think so. And I would be very open to learn all the secrets of Italian cooking, like real Italian, and I love Italian language. I even look a little bit Italian. Let me know if you think I look a little Italian. And I don't know, it's just a very random thought. One of the things we do on this channel, it's a stream of consciousness. Some of you could be Italian, actually. I see something Rossi or Rossini, something like this. Michael, but with Italian last name. I cannot say Michael something Cini, okay? I don't know, maybe name of your boo. Let's see what's gonna come up. We have here bear. Okay, so we have here mice. We have here, I forgot how you call this card in Letterman, fountain. We have bear, and we have here the sun. Ooh, and the female card. Bottom of the deck we have bouquet, snake reverse. So the way I'm seeing this is like this. Right now could be a time when you are very, very busy. I mean, we're about to have Mercury retrograde in Virgo. And ouch, if you need to clean up, seriously, like if you need to clean up something, whether it's, your home, whether it is, your computer files, organized storage, whether it is your closet, whether it is your head, whether it is, even, again, not giving medical advice here, but even, I noticed something, ever since Mercury entered Virgo, I've been more neurotic a little bit, even more than typically so, and also like my digestive system been a bit more sensitive. So it could be a good time to pay attention to your nervous system. Again, try not to scatter your thoughts too much, and also try to eat cleaner, maybe like a little bit, few days detox or something like this. Because there's a lot of busy energy, and here it doesn't look very clean. So if you need to clean something up, this is the time. Also, with this fountain card, I feel like social invitations, different social events could be, in the cards in the near future. I feel like you are realizing that you're not for everyone, and it's time for level up. People will always try to tell you how you want too much, like, let's just say you are in any kind of product service industry, you're too expensive. It's not you're too expensive, maybe they just can't afford it. How about that? So I feel like for some of you might be dealing actually with people who try to tell you who you can be, who you can't be, what you should ask for, what you shouldn't. Again, anyone in this world, I think, can go for whatever it is you want. The only thing that's selfish is like when people try to project their, like they couldn't achieve something, so it means you cannot do it either, or something like this. Because I do think maybe in your family, even close friends, somebody could be like, you really think you could do this? And yeah, like I really think that what, you don't agree? I mean, that's the thing, your opinion might not be necessary. So something like that, because you, with this bear card, you will receive support from whoever it is you need to receive support. Again, I'm not a big believer in all of this Lions Gate, Portal, whatever, Bear Gate, what else we have. I'm not necessarily a big believer. If you want my opinion on portals, the biggest portals occur energetically right around alignments with fixed stars. Those could be, of course, eclipses always are opportunities to timeline shift. The new moon of Libra, astrologically, it's astrological new year. New moon of Aries as well. Like in general, equinoxes. What else? And for you personally, less for collective, but for you personally, huge portals are your solar return every year, which is your birthday, but again, it doesn't really fall on your birthday. Sometimes can fall before, day after. Venus return, incredible portal. And it's more so in your specific chart. Collectively, yes, it would be like those big astrological events. People would argue on that, and I do agree that whenever, let's just say, a lot of people hold certain awareness, like 888, Lion's Gate, it creates, how you call it, egregor, right? Like it creates certain awareness, certain portal, certain consciousness, but technically no. So kind of like yes and no. So with the Sun card here and with the female card, the path is opening up. You really can do much more than you think. You're not as weak as you are. They say no, you're stronger than you think. Like this morning, I was doing yoga. I practice yoga almost every day these days, and there was this one posture we were doing, this one asana, right? How you say, and like I realized that I'm barely pushing myself 5%, but I'm so scared. What am I scared of? Because I actually can do it, but I was, like very cautiously, trying not to push myself too much. And sometimes we are much stronger than what we think. It's just our mind keeps saying something, like especially if you're a survivor of any kind of abuse or if you have any kind of PTSD. There could be moments where your mind is, because our mind is very smart, right? Like it tries for us to avoid discomfort. It tries for us to avoid painful situations. So I'm doing an asana in my yoga class, and my mind is literally telling me like, don't do this, and telling me 100 million things that could go wrong. And I'm like, relax, like I can trust myself. I can trust my journey. Because again, sometimes our mind is trying to protect us, right, from potentially something painful, dangerous, and sometimes it's valid, right? Like if you see a tiger, do not come pet it. Even though what happened to me once, not a tiger, but I was hiking in Connecticut, somewhere like Greenwich, further than Greenwich, I forgot exactly where. Oh no, Simsbury Mountain. And I was hiking there, and there was this group of bears. And I was so ignorant and kind of stupid, to be honest. And I saw them and I got so excited. They were small, and thanks God, nothing happened. They just kind of passed us by. But essentially, the movie Revenant, I think, came out next year, and I was watching that movie. No, seriously, I was watching that movie and remembering my less than a year encounter with not just one, but a group of little black bears in Connecticut. And I was, that was a different experience for me to be watching the movie. So back to the topic, and again, it's my channel. I really like to talk and tell stories about my very fun and exciting life. I'm preparing already, I think, to write a memoir. I really can see how, well, honestly, at this, if I just talk about all these things that I've experienced past 10 years, it's enough for a book, or already it's like chapter 1 we can make for sure. But anyway, so essentially what I was saying about the mind, right? It can sometimes prevent us from potentially dangerous situations doing its job, but sometimes it's actually not allowing us to tune into our full potential because it's protecting us too much. I've definitely experienced that, where at any little tiny discomfort, my mind is like, nah, maybe lay down, at the couch. And of course, it's not the best if I want to grow, whether physically, whether, athletically, whether, with work and things, projects I'm doing. So yeah, we have to find that balance, right? But I think here for somebody, the road is opening up to go further than you've ever dreamed. So don't limit yourself. Think big, okay? So let's see. Let's go into your love connection reading. First, the lovers. I have to hide the boobies. Let me see. The lovers is your first card. Let me just hide it. Let me hide it. Okay, so right off the bat, you could be dealing with Gemini, by the way, but right off the bat, we do have here a connection manifesting. Some of you are manifesting a relationship and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. Oh, again, more boobies, the star card. The star card. So for some of you, it's really because it's just kind of, there are things that are aligning. I think right now there's healing. This is time for the universe to reward you. Again, if it's not a relationship, it could just be, to me, the Lovers is obviously biblically is Genesis, right? It's like the beginning of it all. So there's something, if it's not about relationship, it's about something is about to begin, a new cycle of your life, cycle of healing, prosperity, of celebrity, could be being famous. The Tower, let me see. I feel like unexpectedly something is just going to shift in your mind where you're going to say, that's it. You're going to make some decision very abruptly, I'm seeing here. Scorpio style. Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Because I'm almost getting that you not doing anything, not deciding, or staying in the same situation where you were. It's like, yes, it's safe, but it prevents growth. So you're about to join something. You're about to start something. It's going to be an abrupt decision. Who are you connecting with? Ten of Wands. The Emperor. I like how the Emperor has been recently showing up in your readings a lot. King of Pentacles could have Aries, Taurus in their chart. Doesn't have to be, King of Swords, here we go. People say I make up that, Scorpio has a lot of options. I mean, look, just look. Two of Wands. And we have here Judgment. We have here Judgment. Yeah. Well, I almost feel like one more card for a second row. Hanged Man. Okay, interesting. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. I feel like the good time, prosperity is ahead. There's this good signs. No matter where you are right now, you might be again fixing some things, some issues, whatever it is you need to do, you're doing it, is what I feel. But I feel like honestly, if we zoom out, there is a lot to be grateful for at this moment. There's a lot to celebrate already. Again, it doesn't mean that everything is perfect. So is the nature of life. There is ups and there is downs. There is, things you are happy about. There's things you are sad. Actually, there's this quote by Jiddu Krishnamurti, I believe, that comes to mind. It says something like, this is why you must look at the skies and suffer and be happy, for all of it is life. Something like this. Look up the quote. Like there's a happiness. So essentially he talks about happiness and he talks about sadness and how it's all part of life, and you must look at the skies and you must be happy and you must suffer because all of it is life. Something like this. A beautiful quote. I just do not remember it exactly. Like there is something about you are essentially reaching the point where you're just enjoying whatever you are. Like for example, where I am, there is a tropical storm, and definitely messed up. And I was very lucky also to run the grocery store, the Whole Foods, purchase fresh food and everything. And literally the moment I was done, the rain started. So like my instincts are like so on point. It's crazy when it comes to these things. But I could be sad that, oh my God, I'm not gonna go out this weekend, and I was like ready to go out. You have no idea how ready I was. Or I could just embrace it and maybe have a little creative little weekend in my apartment, maybe do extra reading, maybe do something, I don't know, maybe catch up on sleep a little bit. It's like it's everything. And I feel like you are coming more into this understanding of how you're embracing all the aspects of your life. Six of Pentacles, something that you were owed will be returned. It could be in the form of money for some of you. It could be just, like all of the things you've been giving, maybe even to others, helping others, assisting others, or, just the love you've been giving, whatever this is. I feel like things are about to be fair for you now. With the Tower to the Five of Wands, what I feel like this could happen is that you abruptly will change your mind, or you will just do something. Like you were procrastinating, scared to start maybe something. Maybe you were scared to change something, and one day here you go. You just started, and you are not looking back. It could be about maybe something with your creativity, job, business, work. Relationship could be for some of you, because it's almost like you're like, okay, I am where I am. And sometimes what helps is like, I think I think the negative side, and this is not even the naysayers or people or like frenemies or whoever, I'm not even talking about them, it's because it's not about them, but the negative side, the side of doubt, the side of adversary, the side, I think Christians call it enemy or something, whatever it is, I think that its biggest weapon towards you is your own fears and doubts. Maybe you're embarrassed certain project of yours failed or did not perform the way you wanted it to, like, or whatever it is. And the thing is, like, once you admit something, and once you remove this power that it's been having over you and say, yeah, sure, I failed with this, 100%. But you know what? I've learned from it. And I will not, I will try again. I will get up and I will try again. This is it. This is, you removed your opponent's, so to say, any kind of power. Like if you think about it, I don't know, sometimes they show me this movie in your readings, The 8th Mile. 8th Mile, Lionsgate. No, but seriously, like in that movie, remember, right, the character that Eminem was playing was like, essentially he knew that the other guy who he was doing the whatever rap battle with or something, he knew what he was gonna potentially make fun of, right? So he literally like exposed himself. And it's like, I think in Eminem's, actually, it would be interesting to share, but like in Eminem's like lyrics, often he talks about how, before they take out skeletons out of my closet, I'm gonna expose it myself. So sometimes, when you like literally admit, yeah, sure, like I fucked up this, yeah, sure, I was not at my best at this, yeah, sure, I failed at this. I was watching literally a few days back, and again, this is my channel, this is how I like to do reading. It's more of like a podcast at this point, because how many reading do you need? There's 870 videos on this channel. So we're doing a reading, we're doing a little chit chat too. If you like it, I'm very happy. If you don't, sincerely, but I can't help, But essentially, I was watching, I really like Lex Friedman's podcast, and I was watching Bill Ackman. He was interviewing him, and I actually met Bill Ackman a few years back, multiple times, even because, I worked in finance, but also he was doing at that time, Betting on Zero is a movie he was involved in, and I ended up just winning, I think one time, like Tribeca Film Festival ticket, but also there was there's many things essentially, like, it's New York City. In a way, I miss living in New York City. I live in Miami now, because in New York City, everything is there. Every kind of person you can imagine, like, at least it used to be like that. These days, I guess not anymore. And like, you can meet anybody, like there was days when I would like see Madonna in the morning in a spiritual center I was going to, and I don't know, during the day, there was actually one day I will never forget. It was Tribeca Film Festival. In the morning I saw Madonna, like with I was taking same Kabbalah class with her boyfriend at the time, so that's very interesting. And then I walked from Midtown, where that class was happening, to Tribeca Film Festival, where Marina Abramovich was interviewing and doing a little master class with Alejandro Inarritu. I think right after he won the movie, for the movie Revenant, he won Academy Award, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was that. And I didn't have tickets for that, but I ran into my friend, kind of my acquaintance from the university, from the school I went to, and she was like, come. And we essentially, she had tickets, I did not. We essentially kind of crashed the one of the fucking craziest, like workshops in this. And like, I miss that feeling, to be honest, when I lived in New York City, that there were this kind of things that were possible and life was exciting every day. Florida is beautiful, but we don't have the same, let's just say it, every day. Only when there's like big events here, but yeah. And essentially where I was going with this, when I was watching that podcast, he was talking about how like there was one moment where he essentially was almost bankrupt, like going through divorce, bankrupt, like litigations, and like how he picked himself up and, like found new love at that point, like whatever that was. And I mean, no matter how successful a person is, even like billionaires, celebrities, whoever you can think of, all experience some downturns in their life. And again, something I really am learning myself right now, because obviously I have not like made it, yet to that level, not anywhere close, but I want to, right? Something that I've learned from people like this, from successful people in general, is that they never allow some kind of failure that occurred define what's going to happen to them. They admit that, they don't even run from it, they don't hide it. I think what I've learned from You know, sometimes when I work with people who are very like, let's just say there is some traumatic event that occurred to them, and they are finding it hard to move forward. They're like, but this happened to me, now that's it, I cannot try again, I cannot start again. Is because they allow that to be their story. They allow that to be defining a kind of moment. They're scared to start again. They're scared to begin again. They keep going back into whatever happened at that moment, and essentially it kind of serves as evidence of why I cannot try again. And that's why they don't succeed. Not because they're bad and disgusting and losers and unsuccessful and not intelligent enough. No, it has nothing to do with that. You know, they are not like that. In fact, they have a lot of potential. But it's all about how you define something that happened before. And I think for a lot of you, you are now you are now looking at some experiences where maybe you were not at your best. You're fully accepting them, saying, okay, what can we learn from this? And moving forward. I mean, like, I'm a fan of Formula One, right? And something I've even learned watching Formula One, I mean, some of these biggest, like Scuderia, Ferrari, I don't know, whatever, even Red Bull, they make mistakes, they fuck up. And these are like millions and millions of dollars in development and different things. And they make mistakes. And, you know, whenever they have meetings right after the race, they sit down and they talk, okay, so what was the mistake? What do we need to learn? Where do we need to readjust? Absolutely, everybody fails. And I think the sooner you accept some kind of maybe even failure that occurred here in the past, the sooner things will start adjusting, because there's going to be a moment where overnight you're just going to decide, okay, that's it, I'm going forward, I'm moving forward. You realize that staying stuck doesn't serve you. You have already stayed where you needed to stay for as long as you could, and it's like, sure, you could stay there longer, but the adventure is not going to happen. Now, who are you connecting with? 10 of Wands. There is a lot that's happening in your romantic love life. There is like 3 potential, maybe even people. I think 2, to be honest, for some of you, but it could be 3, to be honest, too. If it's 2, it could be one person, Aries, Taurus, and another could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What I'm seeing is that this could be for Scorpio, and again, there could be part of this message resonating. There could be, you know, all of it, apply it as it resonates, you know. But I'm getting that there is masculine energies you're connecting with. It is the masculine energies. Again, I read tarot how I read it. But I'm getting that one of them stands out to you more. I think for some of you, you're dating, or you're just more open to people right now, to meeting new people. And I think, like, they're not bad, honestly, people you're connecting with. Not at all. With 9 of Cups to 2 of Wands, I would suggest you get to know the people you are talking to right now, because one of them could actually, you know, work. You know, it's like trying dresses, right? Tried one dress, tried another dress. Sometimes all of them fit, sometimes none of them fit, sometimes only one fits. And again, not to be confused with sexual innuendo. I'm not saying that you're going to be sleeping with all of them. I'm just saying you are trying in terms of like going out, getting to know each other, dating. Which one works, you know? There's no need to cry. Again, my advice for everyone who is dating, stop taking it like seriously in a way where you have so much expectation from what's going to happen. Meet a person, see you like them or not. You like them, great, you know, see what happens. You don't like them, bye, next. You know, like it needs to be kind of like networking, kind of like, you know, getting to know people. And you don't know, maybe some of this could be like somebody, like a good connection for you in the future. Let's see, what else we need to know about your love life. Yeah, there is definitely like an offer. But I think, again, what I'm going to say, again, it's maybe just for some of you. You moved on, yes, maybe in the process of moving on. But look at all the swords here. It's like you're still... It's almost like there's a part of you that hasn't fully moved on. So I don't know what you're doing here. It's like there's a part of you that hasn't fully moved on. You still hold maybe some grudge. Maybe with the 4 of Swords, you need some time to heal. With the 2 Swords here, maybe you are not fully open. Because again, what is 6 of Swords comprised of, right? There is 4 Swords here, and 4 of Swords is this, where we need time to heal, to rest. And then there are 2 Swords over here, closer to them. What is 2 of Swords in here? Usually when we need to make a decision, we are not fully open, we are not fully ready. So you might feel not ready. However, the opportunities are already knocking at your door. Knock, knock. But it's like, again, I'm getting an impression that you are not fully open. And for some of you, you are saying that, you know what, no, I'm open, but I'm just too busy with work. For some of you, you actually manifested circumstances where you are more busy with work than you need to be. I'm going to be very honest, because this is your defense mechanism from getting to know someone. Exactly, look at this. 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, you might feel not ready. Look at this, I'm not lying. 2 of Swords is the next card. You're like, I'm not ready because I don't know if I can trust anyone. You are scared of heartbreak. And you're like, you know what's not going to break my heart? Or at least, you know, if it breaks my heart, I get like a severance pay. It's my job, you know, or whatever it is. You have a lot of options. Remember that you're the queen and you get to choose. For some of you, like, you're in between these two states. This state is where you still are feeling stuck. You're still replaying in your mind something that happened to you in the most recent situation. For others of you, you see like, yeah, sure, there are options, but which one of them actually make any sense? So healing still might be taking place. There's major resentment I think you are letting go of. I feel like lighthearted approach right now, attracting people, letting them come to you works, but also being open to that, because a lot of you are not open. Page of Wands to the 9 of Swords, there's going to be a message you will receive where, I don't know why you're going to be worried, because I feel like this person could be offering you something and you're almost going to feel like, I don't know. For some of you, an ex could reach out during Mercury retrograde 100%. And again, I'm typically not a believer that, oh, Mercury retrograde, all your exes come back. But with this one, because Mercury retrograde meets with Venus, they meet up, so to say, they have a meetup on the way, could be. And Queen of Swords with the Sun card, it's time to lighten up and be happy, Scorpio. You've been like miserable for a good minute here. And again, you might have not told anybody, you might have acted like everything is fine. You know, for me, this is the thing that I do. Even when I feel sad, when I wake up in the morning, I put a little, you know, my favorite thing to wear usually is the just very light, you know, short mini white dress, you know, and just no makeup, nothing. Just woke up, you know, like got my coffee or something and watch the ocean a little bit. And, you know, like I would dress like this, and for whatever reason, I send for at least, I don't know, an hour or whatever. Usually my morning meditation is, I have no problems. Like, then I go back home and there are certain things that sometimes remind me of stuff, which means I need to declutter thinking of that. But it's like, you know, to the world, you might not show what you really feel, but there's been something that deeply made you feel unwanted or unhappy. And I think it's about time you change that. For a lot of you, this Mercury retrograde by September will bring you this big, massive healing. Where, again, you thought you let go, you thought you moved on, but you really didn't. It's almost like there was something about the situation you've encountered where you've either lost faith in love, maybe you lost faith in your creator, or that you are meant for good things. And again, a guy is not a problem. A guy might have done something shitty, whatever, fuck it, it's just a guy. But your creator, you know, your relationship with God, your relationship with your higher, you know, whatever your higher power definition is, you know, that is a problem if you have a problem with that. Because a guy is whatever. A guy doesn't matter. A man does not matter. By itself, a man does not matter. It's a relationship with God that matters. And for the man, by the way, because I know there are some petty men in the comments who watch my channel, for the man it's not the same. For a man, actually, he cannot connect fully to God without relationship with woman. Woman can connect to God directly. She has direct line, you know. She doesn't have to wait for the operator, so to say. She has direct line to creator. And she technically doesn't even need a man to complete her journey of the soul. She really wants to, because she actually helps a man. Women help men to achieve their soul mission. A man without a woman cannot. He does not have direct line. He has to be put on hold. I mean, you can argue with me whatever this is. It's something I think I knew when I was even younger. It's actually a Kabbalistic concept. But essentially, you know, again, you don't have to agree with everything, but my point here is that if you as a woman especially disconnected from the creator, that's the problem. And if there's been this deep, almost like, my dear God, oh why, you know, this crap happened. Why did I have to go through this? And maybe this was, you know, with Saturn and Pisces, there could be this lack of faith we all collectively even experiencing, right? But there's going to be something with your faith Like the faith will return. And look at this, Hierophant is the next card. Maybe you will become more religious in whichever way. Maybe it's just spiritual. Strength with a Chariot, because the time has come here for you to realign again with truly who you are. Two of Pentacles with a Seven of Swords. You're distrustful right now towards people. You are like, you know what? I don't know how I'm supposed to meet the soulmate if everybody is freaking lying. What a Scorpio thing to say. But it is meant for you. It is coming. We'll find out more in the extended. Oh, for some of you, you are manifesting. Look at this. You are manifesting. Death card, Ten of Pentacles, the Empress, the Magician, the Fool. You are manifesting something, and we'll find out what you are manifesting and how all of this is coming together for you in the extended. The timing I'm getting August to September. Okay. Link to the extended is going to be down below. I love you guys. Thank you as always for joining. Feel free to check out my other videos, Patreon. I love you all. We'll talk soon. Bye.